What's happening, peoples? I wanted to take some time out to talk about this movie while it's still fresh on my brain. I just watched it the other day. This won't be a review per se, just an overview of plot line of some of the key points that makes this movie, Vampire Hookers, a true fucking classic. Okay, so let's set the backdrop for you. This movie was released in July of 1978, my birthday month and year, so no wonder it's so fucking awesome, right? So from what I can tell, it's the location is a Navy station based in the Philippines. So right away we're introduced to our two heroes, two main characters, two sailors, country bumpkin ass niggas, really from Texas, I think. And right away, they're on a prowl looking for some pussy, trying to find some ladies they can slide up into for the night. To say they're striking out would be a big understatement. The first spot they get to, things are going well. One of the dudes, I can't remember which one is Tim or fucking Tom at the moment, but one of the dudes, he gets a hot little freak. He meets her in the bathroom. She's walking out, he's walking in. He spits some game to her. She seems to be with it. Shit seems to be going well. But before long, he found out the bitch got a dick and shit. So him and his boy, they barely escape out of there without, running into a tranny situation. Next spot they go to, they get into a brawl. They even almost get robbed and shit, just trying to talk to some freaks on the street. So shit is just not working out for them on the pussy tip. So later in the night, they're just chilling at a bar with their homeboys and shit. Fellow Navy guys and shit. They're just drinking and seems like they've given up on the hunt for some ass and they're just trying to get drunk for the rest of the night. But all of a sudden, this hot freak walks in and they're like, "Oh, look at this bitch. She's hot as fuck. Oh, this bitch, this bitch." So one of their homeboys, he mentions that he will give whatever just to have one night with this bitch, like willing to cash out on this bitch. So the driver Mario, he's like, "Hey, I can hook it up for you. Lay it out, put it on the table, and I'll go get that bitch for you." So homeboy puts his money up. Mario, being a man of his words, he goes talk to the bitch. He arranges the date, and like that, old boy, the Navy dude, he's off with old girl to get some pussy. So he thinks. But she ends up taking him to her spot, which is a fucking graveyard. She's got a fucking crib in a graveyard. Obviously, this shit doesn't end up very well for old boy. So, long story short, we learned that this hot bitch that everybody is fawning over is actually a true lady of the night, a blood sucking freak, a vampire hooker. Now, there are three things that really stood out to me about this movie. First and foremost is the vampire pimp. There's three vampire hookers, and of course, they all bow down to this one dude. Cool ass cat played by veteran horror movie icon John Carradine. What's cool about him is he's an older cat, of course, and he's real laid back, and he like talks in his cool ass Shakespearean dialect and shit, where he has all these pimp ass quotable lines. He even wears this fresh ass white suit, which I'm sure went on to inspire Don Johnson, Tetsuya Naito, and a whole bunch of pimp ass niggas who would don a white suit over the years. The next thing that stood out to me was the sex. Now, it wasn't as much sex as your typical sexploitation movie. I mean, yeah, there were some tits, maybe a butt cheek here and there, some coochie here. But one of the sailor dudes, Tom or fucking Tim, whichever one, he gets back to the crib where the bitch got her crib set up, and he ends up getting lucky with all three of the vampire bitches. And I swear this has to be the longest sex scene in fucking movie history because he bangs all three of these bitches. And of course, it's not a fucking porn, so they're not showing them banging them bitches, you know. But it's that fucking dry humping ass bullshit. But it goes on for so long, and he just getting it in with all three of these hoes for like 10 fucking minutes and shit, dude. It was like the most amazing shit I ever fucking seen in a non-porn movie. So that shit really blew my mind. Segue into my third and final point, the comedy. I don't know if they made this movie with comedy in mind, but whether it was the sailor dude explaining the story of why he don't fuck with graveyards to everybody he ran across when they was trying to find his homeboy, or just the dialogue they was using in regular conversation, this movie had me fucking rolling damn near the whole way through. Plus, I always think it's funny to watch older movies and see how un-PC they are and how shit like this, a lot of this shit would never fly in these ultra sensitive ass days. So all that shit just made it just fucking hilarious. So, oh yeah, there's also the Stooge. Guess he's like the crypt keeper or whatever. More like the lookout for the vampires since they can't be out in the daytime or whatever. He keeps lookout, keeps watch at the grave site and shit. Make sure niggas ain't fucking around. But he wants to be a vampire so bad, so they catch him like in his little quarters, like practicing his fucking fang maneuvers and his little the goofy ass vampire tactics and shit. He fucking spies on the bitches while they fucking dudes and shit. He's a little creepy ass nigga, but he's funny as hell. So I guess I take that back about them not knowing whether this shit was supposed to be funny. Because this motherfucker's obviously hilarious. This is not a great movie by any means. It's actually one of those movies that's so bad that it's fucking awesome. I mean, it's entertaining throughout, funny as hell. You got the hot bitches from the 70s, vintage fucking whores, which is always a good thing. The plot line's not very thick, but what can you expect from a movie like Vampire Hookers? Overall, if you call yourself a horror fan and you're looking for something good to watch or something decent to watch, something that doesn't suck so bad that you pissed off by the time you're done watching it, check out Vampire Hookers. I think you'll dig it. My opinion, it's a certified classic. Peace.